Shall we finalize the minutes?
So if anybody has any changes, we could certainly repost them as final minutes.
I move to accept the June minutes as we have.
I second it.
All in favor? Okay,
Go lie down,
thank you.
lie down. Go be down, dogs. Come on.
Ah, here she comes.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm late.
well, you just missed the excitement of voting to approve minutes that were already posted, so that might be your one chance in history to do that. So I guess the only formal agenda item was the center school update. I sent you a write-up, well, Ashley and I both sent write-ups last time. I think if you would like us to go through that verbally again, we could do it. Or we could tell you what's happened since, which I guess is the fact that the survey was posted in the Scoop or mailed in the Scoop and is available online.
Yeah.
This is the survey for the town to give us your feedback. I gather responses have been slow, so if anybody has any ideas about.
It struck me as the same survey that I'd seen before somehow. You know,
It's similar.
It's a lot the same.
Yeah.
We thought that one, it had been 7 years and there were a lot of new people and people's
Oh,
circumstances.
really? Had it been that long?
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it, but it was
No, it can't have been that long.
6 anyway.
Okay.
It was pre-pandemic, which is the other reason
Yeah.
it was well pre-pandemic actually.
Okay.
So
I'm amazed at that.
I know, I was too.
Or maybe I'm thinking of some other reference, you know, where ideas like coffee shops and art spaces were being tossed around. Maybe I'm thinking of that more recently somehow.
Yeah, well, there was a more recent survey, not focused on the center school, but what the town needs, part of the master planning process.
Okay.
That was just like,
Maybe that's what I'm remembering.
yeah, probably, because there were a
Right.
lot of the same questions in that.
So
Okay.
Judy, you said that it went out in the Scoop and it was
Yeah.
posted on the town website.
Yeah,
Is there a way that we could ask them to put it out? I know the town runs a Facebook page.
yeah, I wrote to Jenny Morrison, who's chair of the committee, and said we need more publicity and suggested we needed a poster, more prominence on the town website, maybe. I think the poster would be good once we have it to put on the Facebook page.
Yeah, and I'm also wondering, I don't know if Whately Elementary sends out regular things to
Do they still
parents.
do they still do the Friday folders?
I don't know. My kids aren't at public school,
Yeah.
so I don't actually know, but I know that our school always sends out stuff that has like a spot for community like notes or community alerts, and I'm wondering if something like that could go in there just
Well,
to
the
hit
other,
a lot of the newer people in town.
you
Yeah,
could
the
also
younger-
ask Derica Smith, Judy, who does the Historical Society Facebook page, which has quite a bit of following, actually.
Yeah,
I wouldn't bother asking the library. They have 0 following.
I follow them.
Okay, well, I see things with 1 like,
one.
0 like, you know. All right, so you could ask them.
yeah. I think we can get hard copies in town offices in the library.
I think
and
that's a
I'll
good
put some
idea.
in the church so that you get the other end of the age spectrum.
Yeah.
And a robocall probably.
Well, I mean, you set it out in the Scoop. There it is.
Yeah. Has the email version of the Scoop gone out? think so. I'll have to check.
Yeah.
This being away, everything. When I'm away, I say, okay, I'll deal with that when I get back. When I get back, I can't find it or I forget about it or something, it's vacations or stuff. So the other issue, which is big for the committee, is that Rusty Pulsgrove, the community director administrator, community development administrator, has resigned after only a couple months in office. So
Oh, no.
we are once again rudderless, I'm afraid. But
No.
he, the funding for his old position was restored. So he was able to go back to that, which was more in his area of preference. So, but that's too bad for a lot of things. But
Will they fill that role?
they posted it.
Okay.
Or they voted to post it. Let's put it that way.
I just saw it on the website.
Okay. But there's this whole finding somebody period and then breaking somebody in. And it was good that he came in the summer because things were kind of slow or spring, summer, but they're not now. Or won't.
Right.
The new replacement for Keith, Garrett Barry, is much more hands-on for things, and he has assumed that it's his responsibility to find somebody to patch the roof of the center school, which is great for the committee. And
Great.
so he said he was going to Hawkins, the slate guy.
That's our slate guy.
Is it?
Yeah, he's great. He's
That's
sorry,
what,
cat
that's
butt. Um, yeah, Mitch is great.
and I think that's good because he will have, a contractor will have more willingness, I think, to respond to Garrett because he brings the potential for future contracts, which a mere volunteer committee person doesn't necessarily. So that's all I can think of on that.
Is
Oh,
there a budget set aside for the roof?
well, no, that's a good question. The CPA has something called the Administrative Expense Fund that the CPC, the committee, can vote to distribute without going to town meeting. It's intended for small expenses like appraisals or patches. There's $12,000 there. It's that has to last us for the fiscal year, the CPC. I think they might vote up, I don't know, I suspect they'd vote $8,000 without any trouble. He doesn't, Garrett doesn't seem to think it's gonna be especially expensive, but he asked for an estimate for the tarp equivalent estimate of a patch. So.
That sounds reasonable.
Oh, well,
The right move.
But the roofer has his own lift, so that saves the need to coordinate with the town hall paint job and also the expense of renting a lift. So that's good, and hopefully something will happen soon. So it's in pretty. There's only one spot inside where there's significant evidence of water. I mean, it's.
Is there a deadline for that survey, Judy? You're gonna wait until X date and then, factor that your
Well,
response?
I thought, and I approved this, the paragraph, I think Ashley must have too. I thought we'd agreed that the deadline was the 30th, but I didn't see that in the Scoop article, so I don't, or at least it wasn't in the online article. I didn't go back and reread the Scoop article.
I don't actually recall anymore what the date was, although that the 30th makes a lot of sense given the limited time we
Yeah.
have for the feasibility study.
So anyway, assume it's the 30th and
Hmm.
talk it up with your friends and see that everybody in your household fills it out. Okay. The other thing is, I suggested to the Historical Society that they might want to do a talk on, with a panel on center school. On this, what it was like to be taught in the center school. I mean, it was functional till 91, so there are a lot of people in town who went there. And maybe there's an interesting page in Ena Kane's book from one of the old teachers that's fascinating to read. And Historical Society thought that was more in the committee's, the feasibility committee's purview, or the center school committee. But they did think that they might be willing to co-sponsor. So that might be something to,
I think that's good marketing if we
Yeah.
need community support behind whatever it is we
yeah,
choose to do.
yeah, remind people of the traditions there and what it was like. So that's all I can think of on that.
Are we
Did
going to
it-
talk about the website link that you sent?
We can do that. I wanted to make sure nobody else had anything urgent, unurgent. Well, so I sent a link to the page on how to research your house history that this group put together. I don't remember, 2016, was that it? 2018, I think.
It's 7 years old.
You know, and I don't know whether it's worth revisiting, doing again. It seems like there might be putting a Scoop article in the Scoop to point out that it's there.
I mean, I don't think any of this information has radically changed. I will say I was looking at the resource guide, which is the PDF,
Yeah,
and at least one of the links no longer works. So it might just need like a review to make sure everything is functioning and stuff. But I
I
mean,
went
we
through
always have
this.
people moving to town. I think
Yeah.
that it's a good resource to point out.
I went through the slides and they were clearer than I had remembered them to be since I made them. But so they're,
Yeah.
if you take the time to look, they're really pretty good, especially the macros part. You know, how to deal with that website. But so we should, any other thoughts? Did everybody have a chance to look? So maybe we should,
Yeah, I looked at it, it looked like 60 people had looked at it in 7 years,
Yeah.
but it's there if someone can find it,
yeah, well, that's the thing.
and the basic components of it still seem relevant to me. Macros, maps, finding a grave.
Um,
Fred plays a major role.
so I don't, we can certainly check the links. Maybe included in the letters about when people buy an old house.
Mm-hmm. Do we have the like an editable version of that PDF anywhere?
I can edit it if it's
You
not
have
a,
like it's a PDF, so you can't
yeah,
you would need like the original Word document or whatever word
can- I-
processing software was used for
I
that.
can edit a PDF with my Adobe, so
Oh, I don't have fancy Adobe. But I'm happy to flag anything that
yeah,
I'm happy
we'll
to go
flag
through
it.
it.
And we can,
Flag stuff.
well, I have the PowerPoint for the, well, not the resource page. Actually, Donna did that, I think. Donna did. Well, I can edit the PDF, or I should
Okay.
be. Anything else? It's a really exciting committee lately. Maybe no news is good news. I don't know.
That's my general attitude these days.
Yeah. Okay, well, next meeting?
Next meeting is October 20th.
I may not be around then. Is that Columbus Day weekend?
No, that's the weekend before.
The 20th?
Columbus Day is the weekend before.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I still may not. Well, if we need to change it, you can meet without me. We have no more scintillating issues. Okay, let's leave it at the 20th, and if we have to close up the Cape Cottage at some point, and it's usually that week around there. So, October 20th, 5 o'clock.
And if we have to move it, we'll move it.
Yep. Okay. Well, thank you all. Get out and enjoy this beautiful day.
It's so pretty out there.
Nice to see you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, you too.
Take care, everybody.